Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to Wrestling Talk. Tonight is the post show of Extreme Rules. I am your host, C Double Chris Cena. Yeah, I said it. You're probably gonna hate me, but you know what? Look, I got punked out by a child, for God's sakes, with a Darth Vader voice. You would have done the same thing too, people. So with that being said, I don't stand alone. I don't. And just for my cohorts, I will not put the Cena name on there. I will go ahead and gladly change it to the way it was normally. It is Champion, ladies and gentlemen. You did not lose your minds. So Chris Champion in the house. C-Double, I am your host. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't stand alone. Lead off tonight is Lion Claw from the great state of Alabama.
What's happening? How you doing?
Lion Claw, thank you for being here. And, of course, the man himself, from the great show PWF is War. Mr. Paul is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, bring up to the Bullet Clubs.
What's going on, everyone? Let's break this show down.
You know it. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, where would Wrestling Impact... Oh, I'm sorry. We're not even doing that show anymore. Where would Wrestle Talk be without the one, the only, Destroying Kayfabe? Thank you for Destroying Kayfabe, and thank you to this man, none other than my tag team partner who has his head in shame, but yet he is still the greatest tag team partner in the world, Mr. WTF himself, CM Motherfucker Styles.
Thank you, Chris Champion, for bringing me to this show tonight for this epic edition of Extreme Rules. Can't wait to talk about this tonight. Buried in sacrifice.
And more people too there too, also on that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we had an epic pay-per-view, so without really, just tiddling around with the facts and everything, we're just going to dive right in. By the way, we are officially on Twitter now, thanks to our best person here, the man that helped me get this show off the road here, and this is CM Styles. I appreciate your help. Thank you for helping us build this Twitter page. At WrestleTalk, it's 2 spaces, or 2 underscores between the Wrestle and the Talk. Look us up. I'm tweeting now. We're going to take the show as live as we can. Guys, what a pay-per-view to start off. What do you all think? I mean, let's just give our opening thoughts about the pay-per-view. We'll discuss pre-match too, because that was actually fun too. I'm going to throw it to you, Lion Claw. What did you think?
Whoa. All I can say, one word, wow. That was, awesome. What more can you say?
I got you. Paul, go ahead, my friend.
Overall, I'll give a quick brief thing. The pay-per-view was good. It exceeded expectations, in my opinion. A lot of matches were told a good story. Seth Rollins' spot in the Shield vs. Evolution match coming out of the friggin', what was it, five floors up.
Man,
it looked like an old Attitude Era Jeff Hardy spot. So that added to the theme of Extreme Rules. But overall, I thought it was a good show. I thought they performed well. Going into tomorrow night, I'm really excited. So I can't wait.
Yeah, man. CM, what's your opening thoughts about the show?
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, my opening thoughts, ever since WrestleMania 30 has picked up a whole lot. Like you said, I believe it was last night there, C-Dub. This show has picked up a whole lot since it's not a reality era. It's being taken a little bit more serious. It's a whole new year. It's a whole new era for the WWE. And this pay-per-view right here was just as good as WrestleMania 30. If not, I'm going to say it's better, minus the anticlimactic ending of the show. So without any further ado, let's give that mic right back to you, brother.
All right, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I am C-Double, and we're really going to just, believe it or not, we're actually going to talk about the WLC match, because, at first I just thought this was a spot match. It just was going to just make people laugh. They went all out. We had Micro Cole, JBL, and Jerry the King Smaller. Yeah. We had a midget ref, we had a midget, and, people love midgets, so, might as well give it to them. So what were you guys' thoughts? I'm going to give it to Lion Claw here.
Oh, man, where to begin on that one? I actually was not there to see it, but I saw the highlights, and El Torito doing that move that he does, I mean, that was probably the best part that I saw.
All right, Paul. What about you, man?
You know, I enjoyed it. Like I know most people I was talking to on Facebook at the time weren't even interested in it, and I said, all right, well you're gonna lose out. So you know, I tuned in, I saw it, and they did do a lot of great spots, but it wasn't even a spot match. You know, they were going back and forth. You know, 3MB and Los Matadores got involved. You know, fucking Jinder Mahal ate shit when he got friggin' senton by Del Torrio outside. He landed on tables. He landed on the ladder. You know, he felt that. That was a great spot in the match. You know, the ending was good. You know, for two midgets and midget commentary, you know, I think they did great.
Oh man, I am with you guys, man. Just CM, go ahead, buddy.
I wouldn't call this the embarrassment of the night, but at the same time, as much of it as embarrassment as I thought it was, I'm not shit on it or nothing. It's just the fact that I continued to watch it because I could not believe what I was seeing. Like you said there, Paul, the midget commentary, the midget referee, the midget, or as we know, as we're supposed to call him, the junior referee, the junior commentary, the junior announcer, that was badly botched. This was WrestleCrap material, but you know what? This match right here was money in Vince's mind. This is his circus. He's the ringmaster. He made sure that we were entertained for at least a good 7-8 minutes. And spots with 3MB out there in the ringside, going through them tables and ladders and everything else that was set up. Plus, Hornswoggle, he upgraded the ladder from short to medium. So
Two steps to four.
he upgraded that package. I was just like, yeah, I couldn't wait for the match to end. No, I just wanted to see what the outcome was. What Torito picking up that win was. It was pretty good. So yeah, it was just so embarrassing to watch though. But hey, New Jersey loved it, so I loved it too.
Oh my God. Well, hold on. Hey, Austin. Do you want to, ladies and gentlemen? This is a protege of me and CM's. We're gonna throw him a bone here or there a couple of times. So he's past his curfew, but he's all excited about the midget matchup he's been wanting to talk about all night long. So go ahead there, Austin. What did you think about the WLC matchup?
Oh God.
Oh my
It was
God, are you
awesome.
hiding in the belly of Brie Belly?
hmm But yeah, it was. I loved it. I enjoyed every single second of it. There was a bunch of high spots for midgets, but it was still really good.
All right, yeah. Look, guys, and by the way, Shield are now part of the post-show press conference.
Yeah, I'm watching right
Roman
now.
Reigns is going. Yeah, Roman Reigns is going. Baby doll, baby dolls. Seth is trying to find all his organs with his awesome abilities, and Dean is just being
Playing
Dean.
with his fingernails.
But yeah, yeah. I gotta go here, man. This pay-per-view was great, and I can't believe I'm about to say it, but the WLC match set the table for this event. I mean, it was fun. It got the fans hype. It did what you want to do. They didn't take. These guys just went out there, balled their butts off. And let's give it to 3MB and the Team Matadors. We'll crap on them. We do all. We get aggravated, but you know what? These guys sold out for these two guys. It was really good. The Lawler, the mini Raw crew was great. I love the little tables. Loved them going through it. JBL going to JBL. Now you know how we feel. you know. And I gotta go here. I really enjoyed it. It kicked it off well. So with that, let's go to our next match. We had a very good spot where we had RVD, Cesaro, Swagger kicking off the show. And I've totally forgot it was a triangle matchup, and it was just one of those that I really appreciated the way the flow of the match was. Guys, I'm going to kick it around. Dan, Lion Claw, what do you think, man?
Hey, I actually didn't see that match also, but from what I've heard, it was pretty good. And seeing that Cesaro won, I mean, it's only up for him, for his career. Seems like he's aiming actually helping somebody out now.
Yeah, I got no problem with this. I am ecstatic about it. But yeah, let's go on to the next. Paul, I'm going to set you up. What's next, my friend?
You know, I thought overall they set a good pace in the match for later matches to follow in the night, but I didn't have a problem with it. I thought there was a lot of nice spots. Overall, they performed well, they executed well, they told a nice story. You know, the spot with the Cesaro's suplex from the second rope, from pulling him in from the outside, the swagger, hitting Matt, fucking 5-star frog splash from RVD. I thought that was a good sequence they did. So, you know, overall it was a good match. They brought a little hardcore elements into it. You know, you heard ECW chants, and you know, I thought it was interesting. You know, I was excited as the night went along. I kept getting more and more excited as the matches followed each other. So I really thought they set the tone great, even with the WLC match added to that. So yeah, good start.
It was a very good start. Austin, what did you think, man?
Like I said, it was a good start to the pay-per-view. Really good match. Had some good spots. Like you said, ECW chants. Match. I'm glad that we got to see Cesaro win this match, and the way he did it was pretty epic.
I'm with you guys, man. All right, CM, come on now, brother.
These guys hit the nail right on the head. You know, this was a very good. This is a 5-star quality match. But you know, I'm gonna have to knock it down to 3.5 stars in this match, though. You know, with all three men. In the beginning, though, it was kind of awkward the way they were all just attacking each other at the same time. They would start doing double teams and they start attacking each other. I mean, it kind of made sense, but to me, it was just like, you could have just worked one man and just went against each other later on. But like Paul said, with the that superplex from outside the ring into the ring, and then that sequence with the 5-star frog splash, that right there was epic. ECW chants had me going as well. And on top of that, seeing Cesaro hit the neutralizer right there in that trash can made it even all more believable that, hey, RVD can still sell hardcore spots. And just like you said, C-Double, this was the environment for RVD. If he can't work anything that's a hardcore style environment, he's got to push himself a little bit more. But my question with Cesaro is, why was he trying to do that spot out there on the security railing? I mean, I know it was a good setup for RVD, but my God, I haven't seen Cesaro do something like that since CZW. But yeah, great match.
Yeah, Paul, did I go to you on this match also?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, you went to me.
Cool. Hey, I got 5 people. I want to make sure I give everyone equal time, and so that's the way we do it in Wrestle Talk. Guys, I really was blown away by this match. First of all, I want to give credit to Jack Swagger. He was in a tough spot, but he did his job well. Took that you got to give it to Cesaro. That superplex, that when he lifts you up over from the where you are onto the mat, is impressive. Then RVD, the timing that RVD took to do the 5-star frog splash, perfect. I got no problem with this match. I thought RVD did well in doing spots with Cesaro, because the way I see it was I wasn't expecting a whole lot from RVD except his high flyingness, but look, the guy is tough as nails. I think we forget about how tough the guy is, and not only that, he can sell too. He really works well with other guys, and I think this is a great opportunity to have him in there along with Cesaro. I really hope we see more feuds with Cesaro and RVD. Because RVD had a great performance, and I believe we could see a lot of really good match of night candidates with those guys. So WWE, good job booking on this one. I want to give you a high five for that, because it really was a good job. So what happens? Cesaro wins with neutralizer. Heyman is ecstatic. Heyman, my God, is a great pusher of talent, especially when he goes, "My client conquered the street." Thank you, Paul. Got to remember that. And then we go to everybody's favorite segment of the match, or favorite segment of the night. The lovely Lana. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lana. Was there anything else? Oh, I'm sorry. So we got Lana coming out. Lana. Oh, jeez. All right. We have the handicap match, 2-on-1. Lana actually is getting heat from people because she wants to talk about how she's her hero is the Russian president of Russia.
Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, Vladimir Putin. Saw the picture. Guys, what did you think of this match? It really wasn't that long of a match like we thought it wouldn't be, but yet we got to see some really good spots with Rusev. What I know, I saw some things I liked. What did y'all think? And of course, we all need to start having hashtag ravishing Russian Lana. We need to make that trending, for God's sakes, one night. So with that being said, Lion Claw, lead us off.
Well, I mean, Rusev won. What more can you say? I mean, we all knew he was going to win, so got it done.
Come on, man. What about Lana? That's really what I'm talking about. Who cares about this?
Lana, yeah, she's all right. Yeah, she's
You're
all right.
bad. Austin, if you disrespect the greatness that is Lana, I will come down there and take it.
I still got love for Stacy Keibler's legs until she can get up on that level.
I don't know, man. Those legs are pretty epic. But all right, Austin, what do you think?
We need more Lana.
Amen. Amen.
That's about it.
Is that an audio meme?
Dude, we got this one.
All right, Paul. Just save us from this. What did you think of the handicap?
The wrestling queen stepped up to her throne. She looked stunning. Lana looked real great tonight, and Rusev did his thing. It was a squash match, just like everyone predicted it would be. Xavier Woods eliminated early on in the match, thrown into the underbody of the ring apron, and getting body suplexed fucking on the outside. But it was a quick squash match. Probably couldn't have been more than like 6 minutes. Rusev got the win via Alkalite, Camel Clutch. But I just like I said before, I thought they could have booked them better on the card. Somebody more credible, maybe a Dolph Ziggler at least, something that could have enhanced the match. But I didn't have any hate on the segment. I enjoyed it for what it was.
All right. So yeah, man.
Yeah, like you said, quick squash. Lana really got the heat going when she put out her hero, Vladimir Putin. That always made me want to convert to Russian after that. But but yeah, this match, just like Chemical said last night, everyone else could have predicted it. To make this match work, you had to have R-Truth, the veteran of the match, face the up-and-coming rookie, and then Xavier Woods just having to take that little "I'm going to fall asleep outside" while getting knocked out under the ring apron. But I didn't expect a whole lot more than that. Just your typical squash match.
Yeah. With that said, guys, this match really was what it was. It was a squash match. The epic highlights of this match I want to bring to your attention. Lana, more Lana, Grasham, Lana, Lana. Oh, crush him again. I really didn't realize there was a match going on. I kept staring at Lana the whole time. But, no, seriously, Rusev is awesome. You have to have a kind of a gimmick spot for him, the first pay-per-view. I think we'll see him step up with the competition. I like the idea of Dolph. And now we got Paul Heyman and Cesaro in a press conference also. I guess we're about to find out if his client broke the streak. But, I'm wondering if that'll be another story for another day. But with Rusev, I thought that was great. I thought Xavier Woods sold the spot well in getting his butt killed by everybody. But, and I got to give it to R-Truth coming in there going, "We ain't going to rap. We're coming out." And then I wanted to look at him and go, "Aren't you rapping? I'm a little confused here. Someone needs to talk to him about this." But, Little Jimmy and Little Jimmy and Rusev, Little Jimmy and Conquestus Creed couldn't take it down the greatness that was Rusev. So with that said, we need more Lana, and I don't know if I said it enough. We need more Lana. I think I put plenty of post on that one. All right, so the next tweet we talked about was the Evolution in their Skeletons T-shirts promoting Just for Men beard care. And also, I'm sorry, that was Batista. But ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to get to one of the highlights for us. A lot of us were very excited about this. Bad News Barrett versus Big E Langston for the Intercontinental title. Guys, I know I was very psyched about this match. I know a lot of y'all were too. What were your thoughts? Lion Claw, hit it off, brother.
I got some bad news. It's starting to be the bad news era. So,
That's so bad it's good.
So yes, so we're going to see what type of champion he'll really be in the upcoming weeks or however long he holds the belt.
Awesome, awesome. Austin, what do you have to say about the Bad News Barrett and Big E title change, mind you?
I think it's about time that they finally gave a title to Bad News Barrett, because he's been here since 2010, and they gave him. I think this is going to be a decent title run for him.
All right, all right, all right. And Paul, what do you have to say, man? I mean,
He's done it before. He'll do it again. The last time he had the Intercontinental title reign as Wade Barrett, he did great. Not he didn't do great, but he wasn't booked properly either. So you can't really say too much as far as his product was concerned at the time. But I think he's going to take the title and run with it, especially with his Bad News gimmick. It's on fire. Everyone's loving it, and it's just getting better and better every day. Overall, the match, I thought it would have been a little bit better. Big E Swagger was better than this was, but I thought they went out there, they did their thing. Bad News Bear with literally the running, flying bullhammer at the end for the win, took the title from him, and I thought it was what should happen. Big E was getting stale with the title, and he wasn't really doing anything with it. And I think it's time to bring some prestige back to that title.
oh, I'm with you, man. All right, CM.
Paul's right there. That title needed new prestige. I mean, it's nothing against Big E. Just him being Intercontinental Champion, it was just a mix right there for him. Wade Barrett, the last time he had the title run, yeah, it was very stale. His character wasn't fully developed yet. He was just coming out of the Nexus, I believe, as well in the core. And after his gimmick here being Bad News and his multiple injuries and visa issues, I figured it was time for him to become champion. And as over as he is with the crowd, right there is even more of a reason to make him a people's champ.
I'm very excited about Bad News getting the championship. But I don't want to bury Big E in this. I think Big E had a very good, strong showing. Look, guys, Big E is legit. The guy is, he does his job well. He lost the belt. I hope we get more matches between them. I hope we have it, do it, though, in a series of pay-per-views. Paul, you hit it right. It's all about booking. I don't think we get enough really good booking when it comes to, okay, you have a title. Let's see if we can get you, because back in the day, you had the Intercontinental title, U.S. title were the workforce of the titles, where guys that just had to work daily for it, defending it. We don't really have that prestige like we did. Big E did do that at first. I felt they did him a disservice by not keeping him in feuds, but I thought Big E looked good, and I did like Wade Barrett winning. The only thing that would have been better if he would have won, and not just won, but actually grab the mic and tell Big E, I got some bad news. I'm the new Intercontinental Champion. But it's all good. He's the champ. I got no problem with it. We get a little promo, guys, about party time, and then the big shocker of the night: Evolution versus Shield. Seatbelts on, bars in the upright position. We going for a ride. That's how I'm setting it up. Line Claw, hit it up.
Truly, the match. That was the best night. The best match I saw. For real. I mean, the way Orton and Triple H, and then had Seth Rollins and Ambrose outside the ring, and they were concentrating on them, and then, you forget, Roman Reigns is in the ring with Batista. So, I mean, epic battle. Seth Rollins, what was that height they jumped from and landed on?
Like
4 to 5 feet up in the air. I mean,
12, 15 feet.
Yeah, 12, 15 feet, yeah.
I mean, that was like, what? And then you go back to the ring, and then Batista gets KO'd, and then speared in half. Loved it.
Awesome. Austin, what did you think of the Shield Evolution?
Oh my God, that like we said was probably match of the night. There was really a bunch of high spots in this match. Roman Reigns did a great job in the ring. Seth Rollins did a great job in the ring. His dive off the part of the stands was amazing. I'm gonna give this match a good 4.5 out of 10, or 5. I mean.
All right. Let's see here. Give me a second. There we go, Paul. Go ahead, Paul.
You know, honestly, I think we can all agree that Shield vs. Evolution stole the show. You know, they pretty much did everything you expect in a match of that caliber with two forces like the Shield and Evolution. You know, the pretty much the best of the last 10, 15 years versus the best faction now, which is the Shield. You know, all three of the Shield are trailblazers, and you know, all three of Evolution were in their own time, especially Ric Flair. So, you know, them pinning against each other was great to see. You know, they performed well. Even Batista honestly played his part to a T. You know, he didn't really have any mess ups or anything. You know, they took it to the crowd. You know, they tried to define Extreme Rules, and I think they did. Seth Rollins' spot, probably 12, 15 feet, like we said before, the cross body off the top, even taking out his own man, Dean Ambrose, you know. And you saw the outcome of it with them when even after they won, they were beat up, they were tired, they were huffing and puffing, but you know, they came out on top, and I think that's where the Shield needed to be. You know, they honestly are the definition of wrestling, in my opinion. I think they're the best thing to hit WWE in the last 10 years.
I got man, you're right. Sam, go ahead, buddy.
Match of the night. This total show, this is better than the main event. This is better than the next match we're going to talk about. The Shield. They just worked their calisthenics tonight on everybody. This was a match that tested their stamina, their endurance, everything they have, just so they could get put over by Evolution. The Seth Rollins little bump or spot that he did, at least to get 15, 16 feet up. Like you said, landed right on top of Amber. But hey, you know what? Sometimes your partner has to make that sacrifice to go down with you. Leaving the T legal men in the ring made even more sense, saying, hey, you know what? We can work out here while one of these guys ends up being, the true Titan. Batista shocked me, putting him over clean. I was actually expecting Orton to be in the ring and taking that Superman punch and spear, but no, it ended up being Batista. Batista was a better man tonight, putting someone over. So, I'm giving this match actually 5 stars.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, look, I'm going to call it like I see it. This was the reason I thought this was the best hype match. This was a match where we were going to get excited about. We were going to see spots like we weren't going to see before. I felt like this was definitely a handing of the torch, possibly. But, look, Triple H, Randy Orton, Batista, though, say what you want. When these guys are on the same page, they are just as dominant as the Shield. And I'm not going to say they're, if not better, because Shield was better. And I'm going to tell you, Shield, wow. When I said that there's no weak spot in this team, I meant it. Dean Ambrose, solid. He's so solid. My God, I mean, even him getting his ass whooped, he was still swinging and still making it look believable. I mean, he really was doing great. I loved the spot where he did the double dive onto Triple H and Orton, and it even spilled out to the floor. This was just one of those moments I enjoyed so much. Roman Reigns taking the pedigree, taking the RKO, and then still fighting out of it. I mean, obviously that showstopper stuff, Yeah. And getting the fans to get behind him. He does the Superman punch more than once, and he sets that spear up. We saw a triple powerbomb. Seth Rollins, my God, seeing the dive from all get out. I got to say it. You got to give Randy Orton and Triple H credit, too. In that spot, you could easily be a total dick, but these guys are looking for Seth. They were spotting for him. I'm kind of revealing a little more of the curtain, but, look, you got to give respect where it's due. They held that match perfectly. Crowd was so over with it. Everyone was so hype. And yeah, this was match of the night by far, 5-star match, emotion involved. Everybody enjoyed it. I don't think there was a moment where someone's going, "Oh man, Shield or Evolution got screwed." No, this was legit awesome match. Great build up. TNA, get your paper and try to learn it on the tissue paper, but you'll still fuck it up anyway. But yeah, this was great. I really did enjoy it, man. And I got nothing to say, but mad respect to the Shield. They really pulled off an epic win on that one. That was awesome. Congratulations. Now, I would talk about the John Cena and Bray Wyatt, but we're really not going to talk about it. It wasn't that big of a deal. Nothing really happened, guys. So we're just going on to the next one. Anyway, Messing with y'all. All right, so ladies and gentlemen,
Someone
John
jealous.
Cena versus Bray Wyatt. Austin, you are now muted from the whole conversation. All right. Alright, with that being said, guys, John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. I want to get your thoughts, especially little Johnny coming in and being the badass that he is with his Darth Vader voice slash microphone chip that kept going in and out. But we're
That
not
was
going to
not
talk
Darth
about that.
Vader.
Or, Barry
Satan.
White.
Satan.
or Paul Bearer. That would have been even better.
Oh
Anyway.
my god.
John! Alright. Lion Claw, talk to us, man. What did you think of Bray getting the win on this one?
If Cena doesn't turn heel after that, something is wrong. Because he was staying, true to himself for the kids, and look at what the kids did to him. I mean, it's like, if he doesn't turn heel
Enough from you! Enough from you!
Yeah,
stars, stop picking on my hero.
He's all Super Cena in there, where he was, showing his strength a bit. And if it wasn't for that joke, the kids.
Yeah. You gotta remember now. What I would have laughed at, real quick. I gotta say it because if I don't, I'm gonna forget it. I would have loved to see Cena palm face the kid and still got out of the ring. That would have been great. But God forbid you do that.
Heel turn straight up.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. That would have been probably the best moment of Wrestle. Twitter would have broken down. Everyone would have been like, "What the hell? He pushed a kid!" All right, Austin.
I would have given him that feel.
It was. I enjoyed the match a little bit. There were a couple moves in there that I liked, but like Michael said, if Cena doesn't turn heel by tomorrow, something is messed up in WWE creative.
All right, Paul.
To be completely honest, I don't know why a lot of people probably disagree with me, but this match to me just screams, it didn't seem right. I didn't like the psychology of the match and the direction they went in with it. Overall, it started off with Bray Wyatt dictating the pace, but how they build Bray Wyatt in that match and how they booked him and how they made him look, it kind of demoralized him as a talent and the momentum he was on. If you look at it, Bray Wyatt was getting beat up the whole time, and he had Luke Harper helping him, he had Eric Rowan helping him, he had the spot at the end with the kid with the fucking microchip fucking soundboard voice or whatever the hell it was, so if you really look at it, they kind of made Bray Wyatt look really weak in that match, and Cena still almost won. Bray Wyatt had help from three different assets of the ring, so I don't know. I don't like how it went. I'm happy Bray Wyatt won, of course, but that help, it wasn't just one or two spots where they helped him. It was throughout the whole entire match, and he still almost lost. So, that kind of defaces Bray Wyatt a little bit, I think, in my opinion.
Wow. All right. Go ahead, Sam.
The IWC is going to complain. That's all I gotta say. Cena, he had his Mania moment, and yes, Bray Wyatt was booked to be very weak in this match, having both Harper and Rowan become outside interference. There was no way for Cena to escape. If you think about it, this is more than likely the Venus flytrap kind of style match where Cena had no way out. He was completely trapped in there, and they killed him off by having a little child with that little microchip, which I was wondering where that sound was even coming from because he was already singing before the lights even came on. So I was thinking, was Bray in the middle of the ring singing this song? We don't know. But yeah, it could have been booked a little bit better, but the crowd really went from being a heel crowd to a face crowd at the end, realizing, oh wait, we're supposed to cheer for the big guy. So the WWE universe is really confused.
Yeah. Real quick, I want to introduce. We have Luke. We have Kid Ice, and we have Chemical. You guys, we are talking John Cena, Bray Wyatt. Paul had made some really good spots, and also Sam and everyone else has. But let me go ahead and get your guys, Kid and Chemical, if you can hear me. I'll let you go first, Kid, and Ice, if your mics are unmuted. Give me a second. We're having a little technical difficulty here. You there, kid?
Yeah.
All right, kid. If your picture's not up, I'm not going to worry. You could just talk, and I'm going to let you speak. But what were your views first on the Shield Evolution match, and then you give us your take also on Cena and Wyatt. So go ahead and comment on both since you're here.
Comment on both?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Since we already talked. Yeah,
What?
we already talked on Shield and Evolution, but I want to go ahead and get your comments on it.
Okay. I just want to say that the Shield versus Evolution match was a really well-worked match. I think the most hilarious part had to be when Batista was getting booed and getting called Bootista. That was hilarious, as always.
Very good. Yes.
I think my favorite part had to be the finish because let's be honest, the Shield works best when they're chaotic. When when the Shield goes out into the crowd, Orton, Triple H, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose out in the crowd, and they who just took it to town. But it was really epic when Batista and Reigns were like the final two guys and they were down.
Mm-hmm.
Reigns came out with the end. It was epic. It was a well-told story of a match.
Awesome, awesome. Real quick, Chemical, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, Chemical. Right now, since I'm going to keep your camera on Kid, but please give us your take on Shield versus Evolution.
I'll go real quick with this one, so we can get on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Real chaotic match. I love matches like this. Like when they go out in the crowd and they get the crowd involved. Like that's just the highlight of what makes wrestling awesome. Because sure the magic does happen in the ring, but it just takes it to a whole new level when they involve the crowd. And I just thought it was a well orchestrated match, and I'm really happy with the outcome. And yeah, that's all I got to say.
All right. Now, Kid, since you guys came in while we're talking Bray Wyatt and John Cena, go ahead and tell me what y'all's thoughts were on that. Go ahead there, Kid.
Okay. Bray Wyatt versus Cena. Well, I could have gone either way with this. I kind of was cheering for Cena because I felt bad for him. Yeah, I know, kind of cliche to cheer for the hero Cena.
Yeah, I actually pulled a you on that one. I actually started doing the same thing too.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness, like I was like kind of marketing, like Super Cena, he's gonna push him off, like he was Super Cena and like crazy. I was like, there's no way they can win now. He's beating up 3 guys with no problem by himself.
Yeah, my poor ears were assaulted this whole entire pay-per-view because of him screaming.
He's like, Super Cena, Super Cena, Super Cena. How could he do this? Like Cena's crawling towards it, and then all of a sudden I see that kid, and it's like.
What the fuck?
So, the only thing that can beat Super Cena is his own fan base. Kryptonite. Kryptonite! It's his kryptonite. It's Super Cena, and he fell down. I did find it kind of weird that Bray Wyatt didn't just cover Cena, but I'll take it too. Bray Wyatt won too. He got over. Okay. Storytelling was great in this match. Wrestling portion wasn't like overly technical, but the storytelling was just fantastic.
All right, Chemical, what did you think about the matchup?
I have to say that when Eric Rowan put John Cena on his shoulders and started pushing him back into the ring over the cage, that was just the highlight of the fucking night. That was the greatest thing in the world. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And then I just started laughing. So he like shoved him over the edge, and then the time when John Cena was trying to climb over the cage right by the door, and who was it? Was it Bray Wyatt or Luke Harper that was trying to get out, and he kicked the cage shut and slammed the cage door right in the guy's face. I thought that was great too. That was just perfect. I have to say that the entire the storytelling in the match was actually the highlight. The wrestling really wasn't. I think it was the theatrics that really told the story in the ring, and I have to say that it was a lot of fun to watch, but mostly the whole thing of John Cena being hoisted up on Eric Rowan's shoulders. That was just terrific.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Kid. That's Kid, and that is Chemical. They are part of Destroying Kayfabe with us. So I wanted them to have their say on these 2 matches big time. So guys, thank you for joining me. Paul, CM, and Austin, and Lionclaw, thank you for staying with us. We are having a great time talking Extreme Rules. My thoughts on these matches, it's very different because I'm with you, Paul, totally on the the ring psychology was kind of messed up because it's one thing to look strong, but then there's a thing when you're looking kind of weak. And, Bray, here's what I'm noticing, and I don't want to come off as, oh, you're the Cena fan, you're just hating. But no, seriously, I'm watching this match, and remember, I called Bray Wyatt should be winning this thing, too. So I wanted Bray to win this thing, but my thing was, yeah, pin him, or, walk over him. I just felt, it just didn't feel not right, but it just felt like you had to have everybody and your mama help you to win this thing. And then when that didn't work, you brought out a kid. Now, will this take Cena to the next level? Who knows? Here's my thought, and this is what I'm going to implore. If they're going to do this, do it right. Cena needs to just look at it and go, if you're with me, if you're in C Nation, you ride and die. You don't kick rocks. We don't give a damn about you. Then you display the proper, war within the arenas. I think there's also another thing at hand that you don't really want to give that kind of power to the fans like that. But, my thing is this. I don't mind if they did it. But that, all in all, it was a good match. Theatrical-wise, it got everybody. The kid, God bless him, because, when you get young people involved in something like this, it can get messed up quickly. That was awesome. I didn't really care for the promo too much because you had a lot of botches there. But with that being said, we'll just go on to the next match, unless someone else has anything else to say on that.
Nope.
Nothing else to cover.
All right. All right, cool. I want to definitely go to this match because some people would say, oh, time filler match. No. Paige versus Tamina. Guys, we got to talk about this, and we got to give Paige some respect. So before, Cam, I'll let you get a little take on this too, but let's go with the crew. I want to go the way we've been going. Lion Claw, hit it off, brother.
Man, Paige, what can you say about her? You know what I'm saying? It seemed like she was really testing this. I mean, Tamina's not a small diva, I mean,
no.
I mean, she can wrestle. I mean, she's got skills. And for her to step up like that, and I mean, she had her moments where that head scissor failed on the outside and she just got bulldozed to the side. I mean, for her to bounce back from that and still made her tap out, that tells me Paige is going places in this. She's going to be there for a long time. Straight up.
Oh, man.
It's about time they got real wrestler in the Divas division now.
Here. I couldn't agree more with you. Austin.
Tamina, she really showed that she can wrestle. She showed some great skill in the ring. So did Paige. It was a very well worked match, and I'm glad to see that Paige will still be the Divas champion for a while.
All right. Don't let that giant marshmallow eat you up, by the way. All right. Go ahead, Paul.
A lot of people underestimate Paige, especially to like the casual wrestling fan that doesn't really know her, but she is really a scientifically gifted wrestler. She's, especially for her age, she's only, I believe, 22 years old, so, she can go out there.
I think she just turned 21.
21 or 22, whatever it is, it's still a low number, and, she goes out there and performs like a veteran. I think she does a great job. She has the look, she has the talent, she's a total package, Honestly, I thought they put on a great match, just like he said before, with the failing head scissors to the outside and the reversal by Tamina getting whipped into the barricade. I thought that was a great spot, especially for a Divas match. It really brought out the aggression that the Divas division's been lacking in the last couple of years. And sure, AJ Lee has delivered, but there wasn't really anyone to challenge her. There wasn't really no one to bring her up and make her look good. So with Paige back and Tamina, I see them continuing the feud forward. I see AJ Lee returning and getting mixed up into the feud too. So I see it going Tamina versus Paige versus AJ in the future in the next month or two. So I'm looking forward to it. And overall, I thought they put on a good match.
Yeah, awesome, man. And I agree with you there. CM, go ahead and hit it off here, brother.
Oh my God, this match was. This is exactly what we've been looking forward to. On top of that, we said it last night. We have never talked about Divas wrestling like this in the longest time. This is what the Divas division needed. Paige is a fantastic wrestler,
shut that door.
great performer. Tamina took her to her limits as well. Both are still green in my eyes, but they're still, Tamina's still going into his veteran status. While Paige, it's just like, wow, how long has she been doing this for? To hit that Scorpion crosslock, that right there made me mark out even more, and give me a reason to chant and cheer for her. Every time she's out there, just a fantastic match. A good 4 stars on that one.
Man, I'm with you. Wow. I got to hear from Kid and then Chemical. So go ahead, Kid.
Oh, okay. I gotta say that this match was actually a really well-worked match, and people who complain about this match, well, this has to be one of the best pay-per-view Divas matches we've seen, sadly, in years. Sadly. I mean, like no, well, yeah, exactly. I mean, but I'm thinking about month to month to month. Like, I'm trying to go as far back as I can to think to the last time when we actually had a tolerable Divas pay-per-view match, and I'm going all the way back to like Payback of 2013 with Caitlyn and AJ, and that's like okay. But here it's like this was a well-worked match. Paige's little story was well worked out. It was well done, and I'm glad that Paige got the win and got the win, and she got the pin. Not the pin, the submission, the Scorpion crosslock. It was a great move. Glad to see it.
Yeah, I'm with you there. All right, Cam, go ahead and hit it off for us here. Cam?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to kind of disagree with the lot of you. While Paige did work her heart out, and bless her heart for doing it, I have to say that the match in general just wasn't that good. I think it was just because, like, I saw a few mistakes here and there, which just took away from the overall feel of the match. Like I said, Paige did everything she possibly could to make everything work well, but I just think that Tamina's size and power just made the match very irregular to me. But I have to say that her pulling off that Scorpion crosslock on Tamina was just the highlight. Like you said, I started freaking out when she did that. I was like, holy shit, holy shit. I was like, yay! I was like, I can't believe she actually did that move on her. Because I didn't think she could actually lift up a woman of her Tamina's size. But she actually did it. So that was the highlight of the match, I think. But overall, I don't think it was that great.
All right, well, look, this is, Cam, I'm not going to totally crush you on this one. Well, I'm not going to totally crush you, but here's what I'm going to say. Like Kid I said, out of all the Divas matches you've seen, I can't say any of the matches before, were better than this match. Because not only did you see... Here's the thing. Think of it like this. You got to see the champ and the challenger go and hit outside spots, not just inside spots. The match itself had a very good tempo. Didn't feel that badly sloppy. The fans stayed in and watched. Here's the thing. And I said it last night, and it sounded weird at first, but now I'm more convinced in saying it. This is not a bad thing for Paige. This is for all these other divas to step up to this woman wrestler's skills. And that's how I'm saying it. Paul, you said it right. She's young, but the thing is, she's been in wrestling for most of her life. I'm going to give her that credit, man. She's a woman wrestler. She could have gone toe-to-toe with Lita. She could have gone toe-to-toe with Trish Stratus. She's definitely one of those wrestlers that could have flowed with any direction. My God, I thought this match was good. We got to see style of a Tamina we hadn't seen in so long. And that was crying out we needed to see. I hope we get another rematch out of this. I actually don't want to see AJ just yet. Let's kind of keep her away. Let's kind of see all these other divas get in there, and let's, heck, keep up the opportunity with Tamina and, Paige. Let's see more of this. I'm telling you guys.
Yep.
Or here's a good idea. Here's a good idea of what we could do is cycle in all the Total Divas people, get them in a match with her, and just see if any of them are actually good when they go against somebody that's actually really good, and see if they can hold their own. And if they can't, then get rid of them and don't ever bring them back. But at least give them a chance to go against somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing in the ring.
You
I
know,
think
okay.
Actually, oh, excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. No. That's good. Just go ahead.
I think actually Natty is probably the only one off of Total Divas that will actually even hang with her.
Mm-hmm.
Because she grew up in the business.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean...
Yeah, look, I believe out of all the divas, Natty would give a very good match along with Tamina, with Paige. I think AJ Lee, when they can have the time, I think she will have an epic match. Guys, I'm not sold on the Total Divas. And that means the Bellas. That means Naomi. That means Cameron. That means... Here's why I'm saying this. They did this Total Divas show. They got to see them work and do all this stuff. And they didn't give them the belt. That's saying something.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, Paul. Go ahead.
You know, overall, like you said before, like, you know, there was some miscommunication in the match, but overall they finished strong, and in my opinion, that was all that matters. You know, I thought they did good.
Yeah, this is not and on my tweet, because everyone knows I always call it the P match, but this is what I wrote for Wrestle Talk from us: is Paige is legit, and if anything, this tells the Diva division you better get up and better be ready. And thanks to Paige, because she stepped it up, and she is now, we can now say this, that she has given a good name for the women wrestlers, and we need to show her some respect. She's living up to that. She's not a diva in my book. She's definitely a woman wrestler. So let that be known. Oh wow, we're gonna have Mike show up. Well, I did put an open bar, so I feel like a bartender at the bar here. Mike, are you there?
It's
Mike,
party time all the time.
Yeah, I didn't know I was Adam Rose. If I did, I would have put the wig on. So we're about to start the main event. Hey, Mike.
Excuse me.
Mike, you don't have to say excuse me. This is my bar. This is my show. I let you in. I open the door. I say, come on in, brother. So, Mike, we just talked. We talked the Bray Wyatt Cena. We talked the Evolution and Shield. And now we're talking we're talking Paige versus Tamina. What were your thoughts on these three matches?
The three matches weren't that bad at all. I mean, the John Cena and Bray Wyatt, well, pretty much that's going to give me nightmares tonight. That guy that's in the darkness. Make sure you have, or Daniel, make sure you have your light on, because little Johnny could be there. I'm gonna try to keep my lights on tonight, because I might have some nightmares with little Johnny singing "Disco." I'll be like, what the fuck?
Luther Vandross came out of that child.
But yeah, that and the Shield and Evolution match, great 6-man tag match. With Paige and Tamina, really good Divas title match. It wasn't horrible at all. And well, I don't even want to talk about the Biggie Langston and Bad News Bears match.
Mike, your opinion does matter in this thing, and I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. But just know, your boy showed a lot of good heart, man. I had a lot of respect for Big E. I thought he did a good job in that match.
I was just watching the post show. He looked pretty pissed off. He was like slamming the table. And
okay, yeah, that promo was fantastic. He was like, "What do you want me to say? You want me to say, I give it my all, but he put me down in the mat. 1, 2, 3." He was sarcastic. It was great.
Oh my God! I get to finally see Lewis.
Yeah, you did.
Ice on Skype. Oh my God.
Hold on. This is Google Hangout. We don't need to scare.
Don't watch.
Let's stay focused. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go ahead and introduce Mike Miner. He's the M&M Factor. Mike, go ahead and post your show real quick if you don't mind. Mike.
Yes, here in a little bit after I get done with Daws's show, or I'm sorry, Chris's show, I will be doing. Sorry, I know same style. I know. After this will be my Extreme Rules, review show with Scott Casey, Gale, Travis Neely, possibly my two other C Double and Team Styles maybe. Also, guys, follow me on Instagram. Yes, I have Instagram now. It is Michael Champ 26. I finally got a way to get the app on my tablet. So you guys follow me on Instagram.
All right, we could do that for you there, buddy. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are on Twitter. You can follow us at __talk. Please follow us, and then also follow at Destroy Kayfabe, not Destroying Kayfabe, Destroy Kayfabe. So
Yeah,
definitely
make sure
do
there's
that.
an underscore between the Y and the K.
You heard it from the man himself, CM Styles. So, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the main event. And, Paul, you called that this match should be last, and I kind of questioned, but you know what, brother? I want to say before anything else, I owe you an apology. You are right. This match did need to be the main event, and wow, it lived up to being the main event. So I was very happy for everybody in this thing. So I want to go ahead, Paul. I'm going to save you for last on it, but I want to go to Lion Claw on this one first, Lion.
Man, it was a real match. I mean, they took it to places where we didn't even think. I mean, they went to the back. They went. We even saw an old WCW Goldberg moment with Kane, punching through the window. I mean, and then to see Daniel Bryan try to drag Kane's body back to the ring and have to use a forklift. I mean, that was just. I mean, a great match. I mean, yeah, it lived up, and then of course they set the table on fire after all that. I mean, like, man, what? So yeah, truly main event caliber match.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Austin.
Oh god, I loved every single second of this match. It was so entertaining. We had the return of a flaming table. I loved it. The table might not have been as on fire as I expected it to be, but it was still pretty awesome. The forklift was amazing. The headbutt off the forklift. He threw the TV into the ice water, which I automatically thought that he's going to throw Daniel Bryan in there and try to kill the motherfucker.
You are a very twisted young man, I must say.
I'm not going to lie.
Kid Ice, I want you to go ahead and hit up real quick. Tell me what you thought of the main event.
Oh, I thought the main event was actually exhilarating to watch. Daniel Bryan is like the guy. He's our WWE's hero now, the underdog, and Kane has just been antagonizing him, and wow, it's all built up to this main event. And this match this match was a bit underhyped because of all the Daniel Bryan's issues, his marital issues, his family issues. But
Yeah.
man, it lived up to the hype, and it made up for all the lost time. The storytelling was great in this match. The match went back to some of the old days when they went backstage and told a story backstage with all the frustration. But I think Daniel Bryan bringing Kane back with a forklift was one of the most ingenious things I've ever seen in my life. It was like, wow. It's like, well, I can't pin him out here, so I'm going to bring him back. It was well worked. It wasn't the most technically sound match, and even Daniel Bryan said, well, I love being a technical wrestler. I love just going out there and wrestling, but I also like to fight, and well, he proved it. The match was a well-worked match. It was solid, and the headbutt off the forklift and the whole table on fire thing, that was wow. It really lived up to being Extreme Rules. And I'm actually glad it made event the show. This show is not supposed to be like one of the biggest pay-per-views of all time, but like as an April pay-per-view following up WrestleMania, it was solid with this main event. Great match, and I can't wait to see more of Daniel Bryan and Kane because I'm sure it's not over.
Yeah. All right, Chemical, I'm going to let you go ahead and tell us what you thought of this match real quick.
Oh my god, like, at first, at the beginning of the match, I was kind of complacent. I was like, okay, Daniel Bryan's just gonna win, so I'm not gonna get all excited, because, I already know the outcome. But then things started taking a turn for the worse for Daniel Bryan, and I was like, oh shoot, there's a chance that he could lose. Oh shit, I better start paying attention to this match. Oh my gosh. it went out to the parking lot and stuff like that, and I was like, holy shoot. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, there's a huge chance that he could lose, and oh my god, no, he's only been a champ for like a month, let him have it for a little bit longer, please, please, please. And then he put Kane on the forklift, and I died laughing. That's it. I was done. I was like, yeah, this match is just fucking comical. And I have to say that the entire match was the embodiment of hardcore, with the exception of the missing barbed wire and light tube shit. But I loved it. It was a great match, and I want more from these two, actually, because it was a lot of fun to watch.
All right, Mike. Go ahead, buddy.
Man, main event. Wow, really good Extreme Rules match. I mean, they just went all over the place. Daniel Bryan, man, just bringing Kane in nice and softly, just bringing him in, do. Okay, we're gonna lift him up. We're gonna put him towards the ring, dump him. Okay, and then do the headbutt off of it. Oh man! But to me, my favorite part was the flaming table. I was like, okay, how are we gonna do this? Okay, Kane goes through the table, but the fire extinguisher's coming a little too quick. They should just let him smoke a little bit. Just let him smoke just a little bit on the side, and then use his fire extinguisher. But I'd say main event was good.
All right, Paul. I'm gonna go ahead and. What did you think about the main event, my friend? That you called correctly, by the way. So hats off to you, my friend.
Thanks, dude. But the main thing I like to point out is, the title doesn't make the guy makes the title, and I'm a big believer that, the championship match should go on last, no matter what the card is and what's scheduled that night. The title match should be the last match on the card. It shows really who is the best in the company. But overall, I thought they put on a good show, and there was a lot of things we haven't seen before. I'll admit the forklift idea is unique, but we have seen it before. We've seen it with Brock Lesnar and Big Show. We've seen Mankind use it before, so it's nothing.
That's halftime heat.
It's nothing that we haven't seen, but it's still unique in its own right. But overall, I thought they put on a good match. The flying headbutt from the top of the forklift was ingenious. I thought that was really unique, and the flaming table was nice to see. And I really think that just adds insult to injury when it comes to this new reality era, and everyone's been downing it. They like to call it PG still, but ever since WrestleMania 30, just like CM Styles said, we've seen a big change, and not necessarily the demographic. It's still the majority of it is kids, but we've seen a big transfer and swerve into this is wrestling. And
yeah.
Yeah, the show definitely feels a lot different than it did before WrestleMania 30.
The reality era is about the lack of a fourth wall.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
CM, we're going to get Paul back, but go ahead and tell us what you thought on the match, man.
Yeah, this match, like I said, this shouldn't have been a main event, but it was, and like Paul said, the reason it's a main event is because the man that holds that title. It was a well-deserved, well-worked match. The anticlimactic ending, though, of going through a flaming table, only coming to the ring after getting sprayed off with dry ice and whatever else they put in them extinguishers. The running knee to the face, the forklift, even that little mini-tron out, down there on the ground there, that even sold very well. After Daniel got slammed into it, it went completely black. The backstage story being told with them drawing it out, it was a great match. I enjoyed it. Like everyone else would say, we want to see more Kane and Bryan. I kind of doubted this match a little bit, but after watching it, I gave it a little bit more hope. It gave me more hope. So I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow night on Raw.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And ladies and gentlemen, Paul, if you come back, that'll be great. I'd love to get your final takes on this. But all in all, guys, this matchup, I want to give a lot of respect to Daniel Bryan and Kane, because I was saying, let's not be all upset that these guys are in a match. These guys did great, good hardcore spots. A lot of the fans got into it. The forklift was great, but I'm going to call bull crap Ezekiel Jackson attacked Kane with that truck. I didn't know he was still on, on payroll, but seeing Ezekiel there, I'm praying for you, Ezekiel. Come back to the WWE.
He doesn't have a job right now.
Yeah, exactly. We need him back because he was on the truck. But no, it was great. I mean, you got to see a lot of old spots from back in the day. But yeah, it was great to see Daniel Bryan win this match. And not only that, it was good for him to close it. Kind of saying, look, you are a guy. We do respect you. So here you go. Run with it. Take the ball, run, do your thing. And I like the end where Kane gets up because it makes us feel like this ain't over. We're going to see another match. So I'm looking forward to it. So, guys, with that, I'm going to throw it to Kid and Chemical and Mike first because y'all weren't with us in the beginning. So in your closing spots, if you have anything you want to say, like what was your favorite match or, any of the matches you hadn't covered yet, go ahead. So I'm going to start with you, Kid.
And we rate this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to say that I actually like this pay-per-view overall. It's the first pay-per-view fully in the reality era after WrestleMania, and it shows us what we're gonna get. I think every single match on the card had a purpose and was well paced out. Like I don't think there was particularly any duds on this card. Like there was no duds. Like I don't want to see this match. Like I want to go to take a bathroom break during the match. Every match had some bit of wrestling. Like I'm actually one of the people that prefer the undercard more than the main event on this pay-per-view because I like the more technical wrestling, the more psychology within the ring. Because as much as the main events were good, I think that they were a little bit lacking in terms of like the technical and wrestling showcasing, but they were still good in storytelling. But I think like the triple threat match, the Intercontinental title match, and even Rusev and R-Truth had a bit more technical and ring psychology to it. But overall, I think this pay-per-view was a solid pay-per-view. There was nothing like really like totally like wrong with it in terms of how the matches played out. Sure, the main event had a silly ending. The cage match was kind of over the top with Super Cena, and we had a WLC match earlier, which was kind of weird. So I'm gonna say overall, I'm gonna give it 4 stars because it was a damn good solid pay-per-view. It could have been a little bit better, but I think they did the best that they could with what WWE had to work with. They worked with everything they had as much as they could. Even though some of the matches were underhyped, they delivered at the pay-per-view with solid, well-worked matches.
All right. Chemical, go ahead there, hon.
I just have to say about the match between Biggie Langston and Bad News Bear. Yay! Bad News Bear won! I'm so freaking happy. I actually shed a tear when he won. I was like, yay! But that's all I have to say, that I'm really, really happy that he got the championship, and I have to give this pay-per-view a 4.0.
All right. Mike.
Pay-per-view tonight. Really good pay-per-view. I have to say my favorite match of that night tonight, well, I know a lot of you people know what that match will be. Oh, that's right. The WLC match. Yes, my favorite, my awesome favorite midget wrestling match. We had some real good hardcore match. We had little chairs. We had Heath Slater going through a small table, through a big table. We had Hornswoggle trying to do a suicide dive and hit his head on the rope, and they were going, eh. I have to say the WLC match was incredible, but I have to say the rest of the card was a great show. I give the show 4.5 out of 5.
All right. So, Lion Claw, give us your rating. Tell us what your closing thoughts.
Of course, I'd have to give the Shield Evolution match a definite 5-star. I'm going to rate that one separate over the rest of the show. The rest of the show was a 4-star, easy.
All right. Austin, tell us what you thought.
Austin.
Austin.
Is Mike
muted?
Oh, okay.
Mike must be.
All right, go ahead, CM.
All right, I'll give my closing statement. This is a very solid pay-per-view. Every match on that card was great. Even though we all see it, like I said, it was embarrassing, but it was so entertaining.
Wait, what?
Give us a sec, Austin. We'll go
Okay.
back to you.
Okay.
Shield versus Evolution was match tonight. The Bray Wyatt Cena match, kind of odd but yet entertaining. Manipulating Cena. That Kane Bryan match, you got what you paid for. But I'm gonna do just like Mike said there and give it a 4.5 out of 5.
All right. Austin, go ahead and give me your closing thoughts. What you rating on this pay-per-view?
It was a spot-on pay-per-view. Bunch of really good matches. Gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm gonna give it a straight 5 out of 5.
All right.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is C-Double. I'm with Wrestle Talk. We are now on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. We also have a group page. I'll be putting all the information out there. We'll post it here too. Guys, this pay-per-view was awesome. I was excited about it. I loved it. I had a great time watching it. 5 stars. It was the best one so far. It deserves it. And we got stars, guys. We got young guys that got pushed. What more can you have? I mean, people got pushed the way they should be. I have no problem with it. So 5 stars. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and close. Paul, thank you so much for coming. PWF is War. Check out Michael Miner at his YouTube channel. Check out my boy CM Styles with Kid Ice, Chemical, Austin, Lion Claw, me. We do Destroying Kayfabe. We even have Mike, and we're going to try to get Paul on it. And Monday night, guys, tomorrow night, Monday Night Raw. You guys excited? I know I am.
Oh yeah.
We'll probably have a big old party. We're going to be
time.
all the time. So yes, guys, we're gonna have a big party watching Raw. We're gonna enjoy it. Wrestle Talk after Raw. Be here on the Google Hangout. I will send the invites to everybody that want to watch. Paul, much love. Thanks for coming to be a part of the show. Thanks for being a part of the family, everybody. Check us out. Like our shows. Thumbs down to everyone else because we're the best. Destroy Kayfabe, Wrestle Talk, Mike Miner Show, Paul, PWF.
And there will be a show by the show off starting in the summer.
PWF is War. Thumbs up that one, and thumbs up Austin's show when he decides to have one about Brie Bella. Ladies and gentlemen, I am
And
C-Double.
Capri Sun.
I am C-Double Chris Champion. And I gotta say, one thing is left to be said on this wonderful show of Extreme Rules. C-Double out!